impacting some type of surface today. And then just kind of scan your body. From the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Notice any areas where you're holding on to tension. So maybe you're not even aware, but maybe you're clenching your fists a little bit. Try to relax your hands. Maybe you're doing the same thing for your feet. So try to let go there. Maybe you are clenching your jaw. So try to relax and kind of let your teeth separate a little bit. Notice the muscles around your face, your eyes, your forehead, and just let them soften, lengthen. And then slowly begin to deepen the breath. So we're going to move into a different type of relaxation breathing today. First, we'll start with just a 1-to-1 ratio of inhaling to exhaling. So I want you to pick a number of counts that feels accessible to you for your breathing today. So maybe it's 3 counts in, 3 counts out. And this is just individualized for your body. Maybe it's 4 or 5 counts. But you're gonna first just match the length of your inhale with your exhale. We're gonna do that for about 3 or 4 more breath cycles. And I want you to start to kind of localize the inhale to your low belly. So as you breathe in, your belly should feel like it's expanding outward. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your belly button in towards your spine. So this is that relaxation breath. Kind of allows us to come into a sense of peace and calm. So a couple more times at your own pace. 3 to 4 counts or 5 counts in, and then same length with the exhale. So then we're going to move into a little bit of a different breath pattern. So I invite you to inhale for about 4 counts. And then try to hold the top of that inhale up to 7 counts. And then on your exhale, we're going to make it twice as long as your inhale. So you're going to exhale for 8 counts. And so sometimes people feel a little bit anxious about holding or breathing for that number of counts. But what you can do is just speed up your counting to kind of make it go a little bit faster if you need to. Okay, so we're going to do an inhale for a 4 count, hold and notice the expansion of your rib cage for a count of 7, and then exhale through the mouth nice and long and slow, a count of 8, releasing all the breath. And we'll do about 3 more breath cycles like that. So just at your own pace, inhaling for 4 into the low belly. Feel the belly expand outward. Holding, noticing the expansion of the rib cage for a 7 count. Nice, long, complete exhale for a count of 8. Good. Couple more times. Inhale into the lowest part of your belly, a count of 4. Pause and hold. Notice how it feels to take that complete breath in. Feel your rib cage expand. Big, heavy exhale, count of 8. Good. Last time, inhale for 4 into the belly. Pause and hold for 7. Big exhale for 8. And then after you finish that cycle, just return to the 1-to-1 breath. So equal counts breathing in, equal counts breathing out. And then the next time you take an inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms forward and raise them all the way up over your head. As you exhale, press the hands to heart center. Good, again, inhale, sweeping the arms forward and up, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, press the hands to heart center. Good, again, inhale, sweeping forward and up, lengthening both sides of the trunk. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, go ahead and release your hands down, scoot your butt a little bit more forward in your chair, and then sit up nice and tall, open the heart, come into seated cow pose. So this is where you're gonna kind of tip your pelvis more forward, lift your chin, pull the shoulder blades together. On your next exhale, tuck your tailbone under, round your back, come into seated cat, chin to your chest. So we're just gonna alternate between those two postures. Inhale, sit tall, heart is open, lift your chin, pull the shoulder blades together. Good, looking up. Exhale, tuck and round, tailbone tucks under, chin to the chest. So just kind of mobilizing your spine a little bit today. So inhale, sit nice and tall, open the chest, lift the chin. Good, exhale, tuck and round, belly pulls in, separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, sit tall, lift the chin, shoulder blades together. You're feeling a little lengthening across the collarbones in the front of the chest. Exhale, tuck and round, seated cat, separate the shoulder blades. 2 more times. Inhale, sit tall, open the heart, lift the chin, shoulder blades pull together. Exhale, tuck and round, shoulder blades separate, belly draws in. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, sit tall, open your heart, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck and round, tailbone tucks under, chin to the chest. Good, now come up to a neutral spine and grab a hold of the bottom of your chair. And then go ahead and start to turn and look over your right shoulder as far as you feel comfortable. As you exhale, come back to center. Sit tall, turn and look over the left shoulder. As far as you feel comfortable, come back to center. Good, switch sides, turn and look to the right. Starting with your eyes, letting your neck follow. Come back to center, sit tall, turn and look to the left. Good, come back to center, sit tall. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, extend out through your left fingertips, open and close the hand on that left side. And then easy wrist circles. One direction and then the other direction. So whenever we're doing these poses in different postures, we're avoiding pain or discomfort, okay? So you don't have to bring your ear all the way down to your shoulder, you just modify and do what you can do. Good, slowly come back to center, sit tall. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, extend through your right fingertips. So if you don't like doing that, you can just set your hand on your lap or keep holding your chair. Open and close the right hand, circle out the wrists. One direction and then the other direction. So just bringing a little bit of range of motion into the neck. Good, slowly release both hands, come up to center, chin to your chest. Let the back of the neck relax. And then inhale back to neutral spine, looking forward, and then lift your chin up, lengthening the front of the neck. Good, exhale, slowly coming back to center. Take your feet, step them out a little bit wider so they're a little bit more than hips distance apart or shoulder width apart. Toes are gonna be turned slightly out to the side. Take a breath in and raise your right arm up and over. And with your left arm, you're just gonna kind of relax on your thigh. So I'm not collapsing my trunk, but I'm keeping it up nice and tall, heart forward. Good, breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, release your arm down. Good, this time inhale, sweep your left arm up. Exhale, tip to the right. So that right forearm is kind of relaxing on the thigh. You should feel a big side stretch all the way along the side of the trunk up through those fingertips. Deep breath in, bring your trunk back to center. Exhale, release down. Good, one more time. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over. Again, avoiding pain or discomfort, add a little movement into your wrist if that feels good. But we're just moving into the point with all of these poses where we feel a good stretch. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, let the arm come down. Last time, left arm reaches up. Exhale, stretch it over. So big side body stretch. Pause and breathe. Good, deep breath in, come back to center, and exhale, release down. Go ahead and take your right hand, set it on the outside or the top of your left thigh, and then take your left arm and reach it back. Nice, easy spine twist. Yep, so all of our poses today, when I'm facing you, I'm gonna be mirroring you. And then see if you can kind of reach your fingertips towards the back of your space. So you want your palm of your left hand to be facing the left wall. That's gonna let you open up your chest a little bit more so you feel that stretch in the front of the shoulder. Nice. So when we're doing spine twists, we're gonna try to sit up really tall and breathing in, and then as you exhale, you're thinking about rotating and looking back that way. So you'll always look where you're turning through your eyes, let your neck rotate, and then the rest of the spine. Good, release, come out of it nice and slow, sit tall. This time you're gonna take your left hand, set it on your right thigh, either on the top or the outside. Good, reach your right arm back. That right palm is going to be to the right wall. You can take your hand, open it up, so you're spreading your fingers nice and wide, keeping your trunk lifted. So think about rooting down through your feet and your sit bones and lifting the top of your head up towards the sky. Good. As you exhale, slowly come back to center. Good, take a breath in. This time as you exhale, I want you to bring your forearms to your thighs or reach down to the floor, relax the back of your neck. So seated forward bend. Do what feels good for you. So you don't have to reach for the floor if you don't want to. You could also just let your arms kind of relax on your legs, right? So belly pulls in. This is good for that low back flexibility. But if it bothers you, you're just gonna let your forearms relax on your thighs and let the back of your neck relax. Good. Slowly either bring your trunk up or walk your hands up your legs, and then bring the arms all the way out to the side at shoulder height, shoulder blades pull together. So we're gonna make those transitional movements. You're gonna modify the speed of those based on how you're feeling. So if you get pretty lightheaded, if you go down and towards the floor and then come back up, then you just modify. Good, as you exhale, forearms to the thighs or reach for the floor, soften the back of the neck. Good, deep breath in, take your time, slowly come up, reach the arms out to the side, open the hands, shoulder blades pull together. So don't go down as far if it's bothering you. Use your cues from your body. Good, last time, exhale, hands to the, or forearms to the thighs. This is perfectly fine. Just pull the belly in and let your back round or reach for the floor. Deep breath in, raise the arms all the way up to the side. Spread your fingers nice and wide, shoulder blades pull together. Good, pause and breathe. And then as you exhale, let your hands relax down, okay? Take your feet out a little bit wider. I want you to have your knees and your toes pointing towards the side wall. And then I want you to take your hands and bring them to the inside of your thighs here or your knees. And you're gonna press your knees apart. So we're gonna get a little stretch through the inner thigh muscles. Good, sitting up nice and tall, breathe in. Yep, don't force anything. And then you're gonna drop your left shoulder in and turn and look to the right. And so when I'm looking to the right, I'm pressing my left knee out a little bit so I feel that inner thigh stretch. Good, come back to center, take a breath in. This time as you exhale, you're gonna turn and look to the left, pressing your right knee out to the side. Good, so a little inner thigh stretch. Beautiful, slowly come back to center, and then toe heel your feet back in, sit tall in your chair. This time I want you to take your right arm, draw it across your chest. So we're gonna do a little deltoid stretch here. So shoulder, kind of that cap around your shoulder joint. You're just gonna slowly draw the arm across. And you can modify. So if you have a hurty shoulder for whatever reason and it hurts you to bring your arm across like this, maybe you bring it down. Okay, so you're kind of doing what feels good for your body. Pause and breathe. Good, and then slowly release that arm. Take the opposite arm, draw it all the way across. So you're gonna feel a stretch into that cap of your shoulder and then maybe even around the shoulder blade in the back. So just kind of gently pressing that arm over, breathing in around the shoulder joint. Good, pause and breathe. And then as you exhale, I want you to take that same arm that you drew across. I want you to take it up by your ear. Okay, so this is your left arm. And then just let your elbow bend. Yep, good. I like this kind of modification, kind of bending and straightening. That's good, I love that. Now with that same arm, this is you're gonna wash the back of your head arm, right? So I want you to take that hand and kind of reach down towards the bottom of your neck. And as you do that, I want you to think about kind of pressing your armpit area forward. So if you have pain with this, then you're just going to avoid. You're going to do whatever feels good for you. But this is that kind of combined shoulder range of motion and external rotation. So we need this kind of for that, like I said, kind of scratching the back of your head, washing your hair, that type of motion. So if this feels okay for you, you're gonna take your right arm and you're just gonna tuck it back like you're reaching in your back pocket. Yeah, okay. Now on that same side, I want you to pull your chest open. Too many things at once. Yeah, exactly. So this is my version of the chair cow face pose. Just work with it, okay? Good, take a nice deep breath in, reach your arms all the way out, Y shape. And then exhale, release your left arm down, your right arm is gonna reach back of the head, okay? Reach down towards the base of the neck. So you're only doing this if that feels available to you. Think about kind of pressing that armpit area forward. Don't force anything though, okay? Keep sitting tall. Breathe. Your hand that's down, your left hand is going to reach around like you're reaching in your back pocket or reaching for your low back. But then our shoulder on that side, it wants to tip in. So I want you to challenge yourself to kind of pull your chest open. Yeah, it's like multitasking. Keep breathing. Good, so you're feeling a stretch into both shoulders. Pause and breathe. Good, nice deep breath in. Raise your arms all the way up to that Y shape. Exhale, hands to your thighs. Good, this time I want you to take your feet nice and wide again. We'll do one more seated pose, and we're gonna come into standing, okay? So we've done this before, maybe we'll try this in standing again too, but we took that horse pose, or sometimes it's called goddess pose. So in standing, it's where you're in that wide squat position. So even if you don't lift your pelvis off your chair, I want you to press into your feet. So you're still kind of activating those muscles around your hips, okay? So right now you're just sitting, nice and tall, good posture, chest is lifted, top of the head lifts up. Bring the hands to heart center. So press a little bit of energy into both of your palms. So you're giving a little bit of activation into your arms. And then breathe in, let your palms go up towards the ceiling. So palms forward, and then all the way up to a T. Pull the shoulder blades together. Now I want you to press into your feet and see if you can lift your butt up off your chair a little bit. Don't fall off. Pull your tummy in though. Good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Some of you have been practicing. Good. Inhale, palms forward and out. Shoulder blades pull together, chest is open. Press into your feet, hover your pelvis up. Belly in, keep your chest lifted. Nice. Good, just isometric hold. Pause and breathe. Pause and breathe. Exhale, take a seat. You're gonna do it one more time. Breathe in, sit tall. Good, extend your hands all the way out. Exhale, open the chest, pull the shoulder blades together, press into the feet, float your pelvis up. Think about tucking your tailbone and pointing it towards the floor. Yep, belly is in. Even if you don't lift up, you're still pressing into your feet. Good, exhale, hands to heart center. Good, release your hands, toe heel your feet so they're hips distance apart. We're gonna come into seated mountain pose. So palms are forward, you're broad across the collarbones. Blink your eyes closed just for a moment. Feel the chair beneath your pelvis, the ground beneath your feet. Notice the length in your spine. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Just take a brief moment and notice how you feel before we come into some standing postures. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then when you're ready, blink your eyes open. So for those of you that feel comfortable, we're gonna come up to standing. So I invite everybody to stand if you feel comfortable. You can always use your chair for balance. And if that doesn't feel like something you want to do today, then you can stay seated and I'll give you some options. So chair can be, I would say chair in front of you today. I'm going to show you with my chair to the side to start just so you can see better, but we're going to come into standing mountain pose. Okay, so palms are forward, so go ahead and get up. If you can get up, get up. Yep, do what you can do. Palms are forward, the chair is going to be in front or to the side of you. So remember that mountain pose is an active standing pose. Even if you're sitting, you're still active through your trunk. We're going to do a modification of our half sun salutation. So we haven't done that yet today. We're just linking a little bit of movement with breathing, okay? And if you get messed up, you're just going to keep breathing. Here we go. Inhale, raise your arms up. If you want, look up. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center and then come into a modified forward bend. So just let your hands kind of relax on your thighs. If you have a lot of flexibility in your back, you can kind of reach your arms for the floor. Good. You're going to take a breath in and lift your trunk up part way. So it's going to come into a little bit of a flatter back position. Okay? You can support your hands on your thighs or your shins. Good. On your next exhale, let your back round. So my sitters, you guys that are in the chairs, you guys can do the same thing in sitting. Press into your feet, take your time, bring your arms all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So you're going to be mindful of how you feel. If you feel lightheaded, you're going to use that chair or transition more slowly. Okay, inhale, reach up. Look up if you'd like. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Hands to the thighs or reach them towards the floor. Relax the back of your neck. Perfectly fine in our forward bend position to bend the knees. So just kind of let your back round. Good. The next time you breathe in, lift your back up part way. So flatter back position. Tummy muscles pull in this time. Beautiful. Exhale, round your back and fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up if you need to. Kind of pedal out those feet a little bit. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Good, one more time. Inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, hands through heart center, round your back, forward bend. Relax the back of your neck. Inhale, lift up part way, flat back. So tummy muscles are in. Good. Exhale, round your back and fold. Take your time, press into your feet. Come all the way up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna do a little bit of hamstring lengthening today. So I want you to come and bring your hands to your chair back. So you're gonna stand pretty close to your chair back, okay? And we're gonna kind of just take about maybe a 1.5 or 2 feet, take a big step back with your right foot. So not as far as you would if we were doing like our warrior poses, so a little bit of a shorter stance. But I want you to keep that left foot so it's pretty much between the chair legs because you're going to want the chair for support, okay? So fingertips are going to be to the back of the chair if you'd like. You're standing nice and tall. As you exhale, you're going to keep a slight bend in your knees, but you're going to start to let your trunk bend forward. So your hands can come to your chair or they can come anywhere on that front leg. And then you're going to relax the back of your neck. So this is our pyramid pose. Your back foot is slightly toed out. Your front foot is forward. What you're looking for is a little bit of stretch in the back of the thighs. Good. All right, pause and breathe. So from this position, both knees are slightly bent. Pull your tummy muscles in. One or both arms, I want you to pull your shoulder blades together. So kind of hike your elbows up nice and high, like you're doing like a rowing motion or starting your lawnmower. So belly is in, yeah, a little bit of balancing. As you exhale, release your hands and bend over your leg again. So now coming back to that hamstring stretch. Good. I want you to keep your right hand on the chair. So somewhere on the chair, whether it's the chair back or the seat of the chair. And then you're going to lift your left arm up. And you can take your feet a little bit wider for this if that works out better. But you're just going to do a little bit of rotation. So if you're sitting in the chair, or even if you're standing, if you want to lift that left arm up, you can. The other option from that forward bend is you can take that arm that's lifted and bring it towards the back of your head like we did earlier and kind of try to rotate your chest towards the left. Good. Pause and breathe. And then as you exhale, bend over that front leg again, pyramid pose. And then I want you to walk your hands up your chair, take your time, and you're going to step your right foot in. So your feet are kind of in line with each other again. And now I want you to put your butt to the back of the chair, to the chair back. So turn 180 degrees around. Good. You're going to grab the back rest of your chair. We're going to do a little heart opening. So we just did a lot of forward bending, so now we're going to do an easy counter pose. So grabbing the back of your chair back, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and kind of press your chest forward. Lift your chin up. So this is kind of the opposite of what you just did. And if it feels like you can come and kind of bend or extend through your back a little bit, great. If that's not available to you, then don't do it. Lift your chin up slightly. Just kind of feel that openness across the chest and shoulders. Lift your chin up. So you're going to feel more of a stretch if you're kind of lifting the chin up. Good. As you exhale, slowly come out of it. Now we're going to take that pyramid pose. Go ahead and face your chair back again. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do side 2. So from here, you're gonna keep your right foot between the chair legs. You're gonna step your left foot back a foot or two, turn those toes slightly out. So your feet are staggered stance. So notice shoulders over the hips, you're standing tall. As you exhale, you're gonna start to hinge at your hip crease, kind of letting your chest come down, slight bend in both knees until you feel that stretch in the back of the thighs. Once you're there, try to relax the back of your neck. So slightly drawing the belly button in. I'm just pausing and breathing, kind of directing the breath to the back of the thighs. So you might feel this stretch a little bit differently if you kind of shift your weight a little bit from heels to toes. So this is a good time to listen to your body. Yep. Good, and then raise one or both of your elbows up. So kind of lift your trunk up halfway like we did before, kind of pulling your shoulder blades together, one or both of them. And then exhale and fold over your leg again. So micro bend in those knees, hamstring lengthening. And then this time we're gonna put the left hand on either the chair back or the seat of the chair, and we're gonna reach the right arm up. And then just like you did on the other side, if you want a little bit more shoulder range, you're gonna take those fingertips and just bring them to your ear, the back of your head, and think about rotating your heart towards the side wall. It's a little bit challenging there. For me too. So do what works for you, right? These are just suggestions. There's no requirements. You're just seeing what your body can do today. Good. As you exhale, release, come back to that pyramid pose. Kind of feel the length in the back of the thigh, kind of pressing your hips back. Good. And then start to walk your hands up your chair. And this time, however you can do it safely, I want you to bring your front foot back to your back foot. So you're a couple feet away from the chair. We're gonna do a modified chair dog. So spread your toes nice and wide, really ground through your feet. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, I want you to press your hips back and bend your knees. So you're kind of sinking your hips back, and then once you're there, just kind of noticing a little bit of a release through the low back. And if you're seated in the chair, you can do that modified forward bend that we did earlier. Let your knees bend. Good, and then slowly come out of it. Walk your feet up towards the chair. Take them out a little bit wider. So even if you don't have a yoga mat, that's fine. I want you to pretend like your feet are about 2-ish feet apart with your toes turned slightly out. So like we were doing that horse or goddess pose when you were sitting. So a pretty wide stance. Toes are out. Take a breath in. Okay, so your feet are like this. If you're seated in the chair, same thing. As you exhale, you're gonna squat down. Micro bend, just bending those knees, tummy is in, use your chair as you need to. So your chair might be in front of you or it might be to the side. Pull your abs in though, so try not to dump into your low back. Tailbone points to the floor. Good, take a breath in, open all the way up, stand tall, starfish pose. Good, open the chest nice and wide. Beautiful, good. As you exhale, sit it down. Belly is in, tailbone points to the floor. So if you don't feel like you need the chair, you can bring your hands to your thighs. You can bring them up to kind of shoulder height if that feels good. You can bring them at heart center. Pull your tummy in. Feel your legs. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, stand nice and tall. Open up nice and wide. Starfish pose. Good. As you exhale, release your arms down. Walk your feet in. This time I invite you to put your forearms on the chair back. Bend your knees and let your head relax. So supported forward bend. So you're going to stack your forearms and just let your head relax. If you're in your chair, you can relax your hands on your forehead on your palms, or just let your head kind of dangle down. Good. Cleansing breath. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then slowly walk your hands up your thighs. Come back to that standing or seated mountain pose. So feet are hips distance apart. Palms are forward. Pull the shoulder blades in and down. Good. As you inhale, I want you to raise your arms all the way up. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Good. This time you're going to inhale, sweep your arms up, take a steeple grip. So you're going to place your hands together, interlace all your fingers but one and your thumbs. Reach for the sky. Good. As you exhale, tip to the left. Side stretch, don't fall over. Ground through both feet. Good. Breathe in, reach for the sky. Exhale, tip to the right. Good. Keep your balance. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your arms down. One balance pose, okay? Toe heel your feet in so your feet are touching. You can hold on to your chair if you want to for balance. So first I want you to just kind of check in with yourself. How do you feel with your feet together? With your feet together, I want you to kind of rock and shift your weight, toes to heels. If you can't stand with your feet together, then give yourself a little bit wider base. Okay? Pause and breathe. Nice and tall. Now I want you to take your left foot and kind of see if you can prop your heel on your inner ankle. And if that's not available to you, you're just going to keep your feet together for balance. So if you feel good and you have those toes down and you want to try to hover the toes, you can do that. Whenever we're working on balance and single leg balance especially, you're going to make sure that you keep your hips even, okay? So I'm not letting my hip kind of fall out to the side as I crumble down to the floor. I'm going to stand nice and tall. And you can do this in sitting too. So even in sitting, you're doing the same exact leg position, just in sitting. So you're still kind of favoring that you have more weight towards your right leg. You're bringing that other foot up to your inner ankle. There's lots of options here. Good. If you want an additional challenge for your tree pose modification, one or both arms can reach up. You can raise one arm up and keep one hand on the chair. Don't fall down. Good. Using something to focus on with your vision is really, really helpful for balance poses. So try to find a focal point. And then as you exhale, release, come out of it. Good. Switch your chair. Feet together, stand tall. Hips are level. You're going to shift your weight onto that left foot. Bring your right heel to your inner ankle. Again, I'm kind of watching my hip that it's not pressing into my chair. Standing up nice and tall. And then if I want, I might kind of float my toes up. Or raise one or both of my arms up. Focal points for balance. Check in with yourself. Not looking for anybody to hit the floor today. Good. Very good, yogis. Careful. Belly in. And then as you exhale, slowly release. Come out of it. Good. And then go ahead and take a seat in your chair. We're going to prepare for our final breath work and relaxation. Grab some water if you have some nearby. And this time as you come to sitting, just kind of scoot back so your back is supported. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Raise your arms up. As you exhale, press your hands forward. Kind of separate your shoulder blades. Let your chin drop down. Couple of nice deep breaths in between the shoulder blades. Good. And then release your hands. Sit nice and tall. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift your chin up. And then as you exhale, settle into your chair. You can bring your hands to your belly or your lap. Let your legs stretch out. Blink your eyes closed or lower your gaze. Take a cleansing breath. So when we do a cleansing breath, you're going to inhale deeply through your nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Good. Do that one more time. Inhale deeply through the nose. Big, heavy exhale through the mouth. And then we're going to do a brief compassion meditation today. So with your eyes closed or your gaze lowered, I want you to repeat these phrases to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease. Then I want you to picture someone in front of you who maybe you have a difficult relationship with. And you repeat those same phrases to them, this time saying, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Next, picture someone sitting in front of you who you have a good relationship with. Repeat those same phrases to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. And then lastly, turning your attention back inward, repeating those phrases for you. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease. Breathing deeply, enjoy a few moments of peace and stillness. Let the ground and the chair support you. Allow yourself to be here, not worried about your to-do list for the rest of today. And just allowing yourself to be in your body, in the space that you're in.